gonna have Flip and danooct1 as our first two competitors. We'll see what kind of tasty treats they give us on the pads here. So, as usual, they're gonna be starting off with a one-song warm-up, and then we'll see what their set's gonna look like. And this pool is actually 16 through 18 star. So they do have the option of switching out one of their 18s for a 19 if they wish. I don't know if anybody wants to play a 19 this early in the morning.
Is J-Boy around?
J-Boy is not in this pool. He probably would though. Yeah, Flip is ripping on his warm-up this morning. I believe he got 8 perfects on our Expert 15. And I think some other pretty solid warm-ups too, so he's feeling pretty good. Then danooct is always feeling pretty good too. You're seeing some MFCs in the 15 folder here, and then some other just insanely good SPPs. So they're going to be going for air here as their warm-up. It's a really solid MA warm-up, nothing too crazy. And we have our pick coming. I just want to see what order the songs are in.
Look at all that play. You're the combo king. 100 combos.
We're seeing some things, Scott. We're seeing some things.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh dear. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hope you are somewhere comfy where you can stand up in your seat.
Grab a drink. Grab your favorite plushie. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to have words, but the silence in my voice is deafening. 1 minute, I just want to see what order the song's going to be later. Well, I mean, I guess we can just see what happens when they get to the first song.
5 days away. We're seeing a tie on a warm-up. 10 perfect on air here. Looks like they're feeling pretty good. Alright, so our first song is going to be MAX Unlimited Expert 16. So we're looking like we got a 820 perfect PFT as Flip's TV, and looking like a 35 from danooct1, but honestly, that's looking like a pretty old score. I think he can do a lot better. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I'm sure he's made it better, but pulling up a PFC is never a cakewalk on this song.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna see what happens.
Tear it up, y'all.
The very old school boss song from MAX 2, successor to MAX 300. Starting off with these gallops, just holding a white combo, and danooct only trailing behind by 2EX when you get into these spec ups here. Picking up a miss, but still only about 5EX behind.
see if they can nail the slowdown coming up here. Not surprised that they're both proficient enough to know what they're doing there. And we have another slowdown coming up here into the infamous stop. Everyone has their own little ghost stepping technique. Yep, there it is. Let's see if they... Alright, danooct coming back in perfect. Flip picking up a grade on the re-entry. They're still only 2 EX apart. Pretty technical ending. Let's see how they can keep up with each other. We are tied. Just about. Another miss from danooct. 3 minutes to last like 30 steps. They're still super close. One mistake to change it. And Flip is going to take it by 8. 28-1 versus 27-1-2. Those 2 misses on danooct's side is what did it.
Incredible. We've got the fake PFC over
Oh
on
my
the
goodness.
left side, the 999.
Always love to see it.
PFC.
And luckily they chose that song first because this next song, Ace for Ace's challenge.
You gotta love when MAX Unlimited is the warm up.
Yep. Just what I want to see is 11:27 in the morning is the Groove Raider going off the screen.
A wall.
I'm never gonna get over that.
It's the wall of arrows for me. Like I'm not ready to look at a single chart.
Look, do you want to memorize the rest of it at like 5x? We have a 994 good FC, but we're having 997. Looking like maybe like a 3 great FC on danooct's side. They're gonna get a little bit of a time to breathe.
You get to just watch the arrows on
Yeah.
the screen menacingly.
And it's like, hello. Then there's always the struggle of having to start the chart while you can still see the here we go sign. But both players tying each other on the intro, one gold combo. This chart's really not going to let up for the rest of it. Got some nasty crossovers here. They're both ripping it. Now we have the infamous Ace for Aces. I call these sandwich patterns.
I call it terrifying, but
It is terrifying.
both doing well with it.
Yeah, I think danooct coming out of it a lot stronger with about a 30 EX lead, but there's still about 400 steps plus
There's
for him
no,
to catch back up.
Yep, there's no easy part in this chart.
Nope. One more stop here. danooct up by 50 now. The legs might be starting to wake up now after that MAX Unlimited run. Good. Picking up some more misses. danooct holding a pretty massive gold combo after
Commentator's curse there, picked up the green.
you can take us the rest of the way through the song, Ari. A massive lead here on danooct's side.
Just losing a little traction here. It might be some energy conservation on that side.
It might be.
Yeah.
And danooct is going to take the song too. 11-1-4. Honestly, for this early in the morning, that's an insane run.
Absolutely.
Might not be a PB, but consistency on 18s, especially some of the higher tier 18s in tournaments, is such an insane skill to work on.
Absolutely. And Ace for Aces, because of all the, stopping and the shifting.
Yes.
It's one of the ones that you would prefer to play when you're a little bit more warm, a little bit more locked in.
Yep. It's an IQ test of a chart, for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, the brain neurons got to be activated.
Oh, and it's a feast for the brain on every difficulty because all the gimmicks
Yes.
and speed
Not
mods are
even
different.
the same BPM gimmicks on each difficulty.
Absolutely.
You have the 13, which is
Yeah, I think
no,
it's just
even the 13 has like
13 has teeth.
yeah. Because for those of you that maybe don't remember, back when it was the encore extra stage at the end of Renon's adventure on DDR Ace, that was a perfect full combo or die. So if you didn't know what you were doing, then
So since each of them won one, we've got a tiebreaker, and it looks like that tiebreaker song based on card draw is PARANOiA Survivor MAX Challenge 16.
the original,
The OG.
the OG. Which honestly, still in 2023, it's still insanely hard. I
Pegging
never-
in chat speaks for all of us. Oh, Lord.
Oh Lord, yes.
11:30 in the morning. There's PARANOiA Survivor Max. Some PSMO to wake up.
Yep.
It looks like we've got PFPs on both sides here. danooct with slightly better PV on it. Not too far apart.
Taking, you're saying it's too early for this. We have some goodies for you. I think some people might need to go back to bed after they see some of these next few matches.
Unhinged in a good way.
yes.
In the best way imaginable.
We are here for all of the unhinged gaming here at Mistake on the Lake. But we'll see if they can minimize their mistakes on PSMO here.
This place has got the swing.
The O in PSMO does not stand for oops. So the challenge difficulty used to be called Oni for some of the people that might be newer to the community, so that's why it's commonly referred to as PSMO.
You can do
We have a gold combo from danooct, but this EX score is only 5, 6 apart.
You're dancing like a pro.
Luckily, we see them not going for the swag spins there. Just gotta stay locked in all the way through.
300
The news about this and coming up with your card draw has been around a while.
Yes.
This is engraved in the back of your brain.
Yep.
Make some noise.
Alright, we're getting into the infamous
400
PARANOiA Survivor Max crossover run here.
danooct still with the gold combo.
These next 10 seconds are going to really decide the song, though. Let's see what happens. It's closer. Oh. See a little bit of shakiness, giving a lot of wiggle room to Flip in these last few 5 seconds.
600.
And Flip is going to take it.
Wow.
Flip is going to take the
Real
tiebreaker
turnaround there.
and the set 2-1. 45-3 versus 28-7 and a few other mistakes. Wow. So we're gonna get VP and NOBARBEN getting their warm-up. Like I said, VP has been looking good all weekend. And NOBARBEN has been on an absolute tear every time he is score posting and Life 4 on Twitter. Every time you see him at a tournament, he's just always surprising everybody.
Absolutely. Ben really, like, I think pushes all of what we can imagine is possible for NOBAR play.
Absolutely.
Warm up on Hard Brain Expert. This is kind of the tried and true standard for
Yes.
warm-ups for upper level players. Good
Yep.
BPM.
Not too easy of a routine, so it gets the legs warmed up, you know, gets the timing worked up.
Sync is pretty much perfect on
Yes.
this song, so
Yes.
it really helps you lock in.
You might even see a PB from one of them, you know.
Yeah, I think both of
If-
them had, I think Ben had 10.
Ben has
we
10,
had, like,
VB has 9, yes.
Check out the form from both them. Obviously, very
Yes.
different play styles because that is Nobar and B does not play Nobar. But immaculate form is part of what makes them such high-level players.
Yes, I've been talking to Ben for about 5 or 6 years now, and it's been really incredible to see his form just get more and more tight, just more refined over the years. And now it's like, you know, if I put my hand over like the top half of his body, I really can't even tell whether he's a no-bar player or not. He's just so consistent.
He pushes my concept of how you choose your center of gravity
Yes.
almost.
Because no-bar is still such a rare play style nowadays in like the competitive scene. But you have like NOBARBEN, you have Ringo, ZSL, maybe some other players, but
Make some noise.
the brain is extremely hard at the moment. They're about tied on their warm-up, so we might see a very fun match here.
400 combos.
So that's the good thing is that like once you get up into these upper levels, their stamina is insane that you're able to just immediately go into these 15 plus and just immediately just start ripping them.
Absolutely, just, you know, casual, 1 grade, 11 perfect.
I struggle playing like 13s when I walk into the arcade sometimes. And seeing these people just like,
You can do no wrong.
that's gotta be like a sub 20.
Mental.
Yeah, 15.
Wow.
A good and a miss from Ben, with 11 a great and a miss from BB.
And a pretty darn even on the fast one.
That is not a normal score. So we're going to be starting off with a lovely radio. This was one of BB's picks. So looking like 18 perfect PB from BB versus 41 from NOBARBEN. Maybe possibly an old score.
Yeah, possibly. Fun, fairly almost straightforward end for 16s, I'd say, but 190 BPM bursts aren't exactly
They're
friendly in the morning.
Yeah, it's got some runs, but I think the real trickier part of this song is hitting all of the step jumps. Yeah, Hamlet, it's so hard to root for any one player. Like, everyone is so wholesome, everyone is so supportive of each other. You just want everyone to move on. But unfortunately, only 2 people can make it out of this pool. So they're gonna give it every single ounce of what they have. We get into our first song of the match here. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but this is definitely going to be the warm-up, the second warm-up.
Lovely radio, gentle song.
Yes. They're both holding a gold combo, staying within about 1 or 2 EX of each other. We're going to be getting into some more 16th notes here. And we're approaching the first of the step jump sections in just a moment here.
Taking a moment to appreciate the crossover form. It's so clean.
Yep. They're making those step jumps look effortless, but they're actually very uncomfortable at the speed.
Absolutely.
You know, anything over like 150, step jumps are not really fun. Jacks are not fun. Step jumps,
Yeah, I'm seeing those jacks.
insane. They're still within like 1 or 2 EX of each other. There's gonna be so many songs where we don't know what's gonna happen until the last 5 seconds, possibly. Both players just staying completely neck and neck. They both want it just as much as the other.
Rated perfect at this point, and not getting many of them at that.
We'll see if Ben can come back from that miss. There's another one at the end here. BB picking up a miss.
2EX, 4EX, 7, 6EX win for Vivi. Vivi still might be riding that high from yesterday, making it out of 3 pools. So 25, 1 and 2 versus 28, 1 and 3. Insanely close.
That's perfect counter.
That's nasty.
Risky.
Homemade, fresh out the oven MA. And like I said, that might have been the second warm-up because this second song, some people might have opinions about whether it belongs in the 17 folder. We're gonna go to TYPHØN ESP 17, the boss song of the over 200 event from A20 Plus. Ben with a 9989. That's one great with insanely good MA. Oh my goodness. That might be like a sub 50 perfect. Like,
He found the window.
wow, he went shopping at the window shop. he might have cleaned them out. Vivi with a 991, 910, but honestly, I think she can do better too. She might have been practicing on data. We never know. At home.
At home.
She might have been practicing at home.
On DDR Grand Prix.
On Stepmania.
On Stepmania.
But we're gonna see TYPHÖN. And yeah, this song right out of the gate with the tech.
See a little sudden lust working on NOBARBEN's side. I wonder if that's to help with some of the sync interestingness.
Maybe? We'll see if he hits the sudden plus at all during this. Well, if he's already down there, then it's not gonna
Yeah.
go on further. I've never really seen that before, so
Yes,
both
the
players-
Valkyrie Sport Prize absolutely power.
Yep.
Shout out to Valkyrie Dimension.
Yeah, Vivi giving absolute superhero vibes. Still about a 10 EX difference. Through 225 BPM drills. All of these crossovers, foot switches, jumps, everything. No crumbs, Saberwing. Gotta lick the floor clean if you want that spicy win. Both players licking their plates with this MA right now. Alright, NOBARBEN holding about a 20 EX lead. But we're not even into the hardest parts of the song yet. Here we go, chat. This is such an uncomfortable BPM too.
Blistering fast, 16th of the speed and
Yeah.
stuff. It looks slower than it is, yeah.
Honestly, the 8th notes even stress me out. Like, so we're gonna be getting into some more difficult rhythms here. A lot more inner waist 16s that do very awkward spacing. These very long drills at the end. And Ben is gonna take it to tie up the set 1-1. So about a 62-point lead. Vivi giving an absolutely amazing run to 94-14 and 5 misses, but 45? What? What? How? Benjamin! Marlis Benjamin, how could you?
Absolutely no
Oh
problem.
my goodness.
Ate it all.
Wow. You licked the plate clean and bit into the side of it. Like, you can't do that.
We are eating good
Wow.
right now. This is some good DDR.
That is some, wow. All right, so we're getting our tiebreaker. Reach the sky without you, Expert 17.
I think this is
absolute
a
banger.
pretty well beloved.
Yes,
17.
very beloved song chart. I've never seen anyone say anything bad about it personally.
There,
Like,
there are no complaints.
What can you
Perfect
what
song.
can you say about it?
well charted, fun to play.
Yes.
It's not often I can appreciate a 17, but I appreciate the 17.
No, back when I was back when I'd always double step things, this is like the first song where I actually decided, hey, I'm just gonna do the crossovers, you know, see how it feels. It just flows so comfortably. So they really hit it out of the park with this chart.
I think this was DDR, so
Yes.
cool, but older than I think anybody wants to admit.
Yeah, this was a, I think this was a KSC qualifier in the first year that we had access to DDR. I think Via Hero was the first qualifier that year, and then Reach the Sky was the Group B qualifier, if I remember. And I'm sure both of these players have insanely good personal bests on it. We'll see. I need to see that wall of MFC lamps on Ben's side, just showing how much he's grinded this game out for years and years to get to this level.
So we got the 30 perfect PFC on Ben's side.
Yep, and we got a 995 flat from BB. Again, maybe she doesn't get up to the arcade as much as she wants to, but her chart knowledge, you can't sleep on it.
This level of play, both players are going to be very familiar with
Yes.
the chart.
I mean, it's like a 5 or 6-year-old song for, you know. I think when you get up to that range, everyone's gonna know the chart.
A couple of gimmicks in this one, some fun stops.
Yes. Yeah, Dunk, that's what I was figuring. It's a very outdated score for BB. We'll see who's gonna take the set after this song. Yes, BB still plays at Dave & Buster's, so she still mainly has A20 access.
Shout outs to the Dave & Buster's DDR players.
Yes.
We love you. We see you.
Yes, you may not, you know, have as much A3 access, but you're still keeping the community alive just as much as everybody else. So we have still the gold combo and just about a gold combo plus that really early miss from BB. And again, we're just seeing like a 2EX difference. Insanely close. Yes, D&B players still insanely valid. Just as much love as our round 1 players are, you know, more family friendly arcade goers, our 8 on the Brakes, Nest Arcades, Red Note, Chinatown Fair, yeah.
Evil Dave and Blue Busters.
Wow.
Beautiful.
This is one of the most fun gimmick sections in DDR, I have to admit.
Absolutely.
Both players working it, they're still within about 5EX. This ending is going to decide it, as usual. You get into a very awkward slowdown step. Smooth sailing for the rest. Let's see who can hold on. Less than 10. Oh my god. Ben is going to take it.
Nail biter to the end.
23, 1 good, 5 misses. Versus 37, 3 and 1. Like, absolutely just gnarly MA. Shredding. So both of these players are warmed up, so we're going to be going into our first song, Fascination Eternal Love Mix Challenge. And is that the easier song? Okay, so that's well arguably the harder song in the set. We're gonna be seeing a Saber Wing Headshot Mix Challenge after this, but we got a very hoppy 18 to get to first. You know, infamous
very jumpy middle and ending of the song here. And I know danooct is very, very familiar and comfortable on this song. And Vivi is no slouch on it either. I believe she has a PFC on it. And
Got the stops completely memorized.
yes. Again, this is a very old song too from Supernova. So there's been a very long time for these players to see the charts, know the charts. Especially some of the more old school players like danooct here. Vivi's only been playing for a few years, but again, she has been working her tail off. All right, Dan holding her. All right, well, there. That middle of the song just terrorizes so many people, but he is still about 30.
It's impressive the level of control. Like, you can kind of take the L on a section and still, like, do your best to get through it. Like, it did not seem to phase him for the next part of the song.
Yes. All right, so danooct is going to take first song by 55 EX. Vivi putting on an incredible showing, though. 50, 12, 20 misses. I think she might be saving some of her energy for her more confident pick in Saber Wing Headshot Challenge.
Absolutely. No, this is a sprint, or not a sprint. It is a marathon.
It's a
not
marathon.
a sprint.
Especially if you're trying to make it to top 16, you do not want to sprint that first leg. So we're seeing both PFCs, 33 from Vivi versus 23 from Dan.
This is such a cool chart.
It is.
You execute it well, it is just chef's kiss.
Big bold letters on the if though.
Yes.
Those crossovers at the end is really rough. And the sync on this song is really difficult too. Luckily we have offset now on A3, but it looks like both players are opting out. And I guess it's because, you know, we've been used to not having offset for so long that you pick the song and you just have this acute awareness of how late or early you have to step.
Absolutely. At this level, you can visually time it if you need to.
Exactly. But yes, very technical 17 of those step jumps.
This section is
It is. I love it. One of the better uses of free zeros. We're gonna be getting into some slowdowns and tricky rhythms here. Right before we get into the crossover streams right here. We'll see if Vivi can make up some of that ground in the end here. Alright, besides that miss, she was looking pretty good, but so is Dan. Right, not really giving Vivi much of an inch. The lead shrunk a tiny bit, but we don't have a lot of song left. She's really got to hope that Dan makes a huge mistake, but that's it. And Dan is going to take it. Looking like a...
That's 2-0.
2-0.
No tiebreaker on this one.
Dan is double dipping on this match.
Really hard set.
Yep.
Like both of these songs are fast.
Yes.
Like one of the things that I've come to appreciate over time is I can watch a video of a chart and be like, that seems doable. That seems fine.
Every time. Things always look easier
And then
when you're watching.
Yeah, you get to it and it's 400 BPM
Yep.
and I'm like,
no, we're not doing that
what
today.
is happening?
I'm just going to double step this.
I hit that with Tokyo Evolved every time. I'm like, this is fine. This is a normal 16. No, wait, never mind.
But no,
my body.
Yeah, but absolutely. I mean, no, that wasn't a bad run from her at all.
No, absolutely.
I wish I could do that.
Mm-hmm. And Vip, like, I think Shadow Obsessed mentioned in chat, Vip's been playing since last night.
Yeah.
So there is
Yes.
There is a disadvantage to moving up through the
Yeah,
pools
it's-
because you are more physically tired than your competitors,
Yeah.
and you're constantly moving up in the difficulty.
Yes.
So you're working your way through playing 16s and 17s, and then suddenly you're on the 18-19 run, and your legs are done.
Yep. You just gotta dig deep. And I have no doubt that we're gonna see a lot of digging deep here. Flip versus NOBARBEN. And their first song is gonna be Try Perfect, Expert 17. I wish I could say this wasn't the warm-up song, but it is.
Ooh.
This is the warm-up song.
Interested to see if you're doing Sun Plus or memorizing the end.
We'll see.
There's a couple of strategies you can do for this one.
Yes. We have a 998. It's looking like a 1 great FC from Flip versus a 989 from NOBARBEN. And 225 from Ben. I think he might be going for the
I think
memorization
we're
strat.
memorizing.
Versus Flip, I think the ending is only 15 to 20 steps. So maybe he'll be trying to read the end at 770 BPM. But both players holding on to very solid MA. I don't want to say holding on to a white combo because, you know, it's not there anymore. But very strong start from both players. And again, 220 BPM. This is just about the same BPM as TYPHØN. So just as demanding with the way it wants you to move your body.
Absolutely.
But the patterns in Try Perfect are, I would say, way more difficult. And there's some longer streams in this song too. A lot more back-to-back drilling, bursting. All right, both players hit the rocket speed up. We have a very, very close match. Some eighth notes into a very long staircasey run right here. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God. It's gonna go back up to 220 BPM. Both players staying within 2 EX. Get a little bit more eighth notes before we're gonna get back into our 16th note bursts. This should be an 18 as well. This is a knee breaker of a chart. Yeah, both players are still within like such a close margin. Oh my God. 7EX. Let's see what happens. Oh my God.
Wow.
5 EX win.
My goodness.
55, 11, and 3 versus 65, 13 FC. What? All right, well, I'm glad their foot speed is warmed up because, ladies and gentlemen,
We have our first 19.
we have our first 19 of Mistake on the Lake over the period.
Let's get high.
Challenge. Give it up for the 19s. These players are just going all in on the spice cabinet. They're reaching back for the pure capsaicin.
Not curry powder, not paprika.
No.
We went full cayenne.
They want the one chip challenge.
Now banned in some supermarkets.
Over the bar 19. We love you in chat.
You're doing great, chat.
Oh my goodness. I didn't think we'd be seeing a 19 before we get to top 16, but here we are.
And at that, our first 19 is no bar.
No bar. That
Wilding.
So what do we have? We have an art. Wow. We have a 917 from Clip and a 915 from NOBARBEN. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck?
That's all we got. What the heck? When the commentators don't know what to say, it says everything.
Over the, I'm gonna let this chart mostly speak for itself.
Y'all
All
know
right.
it. Y'all are ready for it.
From DDR 2014, this was, you know, not the challenge chart, but the difficult 15 was also a PFC or die in extra stage or encore extra stage. But the 19 is just an entirely different beast. All of the 19s in this game have just, oh wow. It's always good to see how different players tackle these, whether they go for all the crossovers or...
This density, I think, is monumental that Ben is using such plus.
So these 24th notes equate to 240 beats per minute. So the same speed as the intro run of Valkyrie Dimension Challenge. You're getting that in these bursts here.
The iconic jumps here.
Yes, this is such a cool stop, kind of like a wave BPM gimmick too. So there's going to be a long stream here, coming into some 24th stairs. So rude. Oh,
there it is. Okay.
All right. We have a huge lead from NOBARBEN. Almost 30, or 80 EX rather. All right, so we're gonna go back into the intro motif, but actually at 210 BPM this time instead of 200. Now we're gonna go up to 420. 420 blaze it, y'all. They are blazing it with these, oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Ben is ripping it. Flip is ripping it too, but Ben, 220 EX lead.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my God.
Monumental.
NOBARBEN taking it 1962 EX versus 1745 from Flip. The fact that they even had the cojones,
The gumption.
the gonads to pick the balls to pick over the period 19. Chat, do you want to know what the worst thing is? That's not the only 19 we're gonna see in this pool.
No.
Nope, there's more.
We're not tipping our hand, but we're not done yet.
We are so not done. This next match we're gonna have danooct1, and unfortunately NOBARBEN's not gonna get much of a break after that 19. He's right back up there.
I think he's warmed up now, though.
I really hope so. I really hope he saved enough energy for this next set here.
Lukewarm.
What are we gonna have? Chaplet. Not the most tiring 17, but extremely technical.
Yes.
You know, you have your 200 BPM swing chart with, it's awkward. So the song is 200 BPM swing, but then you get to the slowdown and there's a lot of just straight 16th notes. So a lot of like juggling the rhythms, trying to keep consistent. But I would think with a 34 perfect PFC from Ben, he knows what he's doing a lot.
Yeah.
And this was on danooct1's card, so Ben's gonna be looking to take it from Dan with a 997 on his side. And then after this, we're gonna have Sweet Home Party, which was NOBARBEN's pick.
So very, very different in tone from over the period 19.
Yes. Go get him, chaps. So this is an extra Savior song from A3, so very, very recent chart. Such a good song, though.
Absolutely.
Toto never misses. But no, we're going to be getting into full speed here right in a second. I just want to bob my head back and forth. So again, we're having a very close start here with these gold combos. And the stops are kind of cute, I'm not going to lie. And both players keeping it super steady with this MA, only dropping a perfect here and there. Looks like Dan is up on his MA too from his PB. So we'll see what happens. Alright, at the break, 5EX up for danooct1. We're gonna get a relatively calm start to the break here, but the second half of the slowdown is gonna possibly shake things up. We'll see what happens here. Still half speed. That is such a hard pattern to hit at reading slower speed. All right, Ben dropping a little bit there, and Dan holding on to his PFC. We'll see how this ending. We're gonna get swing note, well, not swing note, but 12 note Scoobies. All right, not opting to double step. Dan picking up a grade there, but his MA is still keeping up stronger, and he's gonna take the song by 20 EX.
Looks like a PB for him too.
I think that might be a PB. Was that one grade? One grade with 37.
Oh wow.
37 and 1.
Okay,
versus
so not a PB 'cause he has
52. No, it was a PB.
Oh, was it?
He had 9973, about maybe like a 3 or 4 grade MC, but
Gotcha. Yeah.
now he's got a very, very clean flag.
Wow.
Versus 52, 2 and a miss from Ben. Such an insanely hard song to be consistent on, but even in regular practice, that's just an insanely hard song to do well on. But you know, they got the 12 note consistency, kind of swing note rhythm consistency up, and now they can dial the speed back with Sweet Home Party.
Happy Halloween.
Yep, happy Halloween. We had some people giving out candy bags this weekend, some early trick-or-treaters. But this is a very consistent song for Ben. I've seen him pick it a lot in tournaments prior. I know it was one of his upbeat Denver picks as well. So he is very confident on it. 22 perfect PFC versus 39. So we're gonna see if Dan can take the set 2-0, if we're gonna go to a tiebreaker. It's just so crazy seeing this wall of PFCs on the rivals list from these players. Everyone is so insanely good.
It's just kind of wild to see what their rival list looks like too. Like, oh yeah, I just have Chad and Evil Day.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Alright, so most of this song is going to be at a consistent BPM, but later in the song we're going to see some gradual speed ups, some stops, slowdowns, more gradual speed ups. But right now we're just going to be looking to be consistent with these swing notes. Alright, tied up here at a little break before we get into some swing note crossovers here. Alright, both players staying gold through that. We're gonna get into a very, very minor slowdown here. See if they... Alright, Dan picks up a grade on that little mini slowdown there before we go back up to the main BPM. And then it's gonna rise up to 180. The BPM in this song is just whack. So it goes from like 140 to 180 into a dead stop, into like, I don't know, sub 100, and then back up to like one something? I don't know. There's a lot going on, but Ben is in the lead. Looking to hold on at the very end here. 90X? 80X? All right, Ben is gonna take it. Tie up the set 1-1. 20. 20. That beats his PB. 20-1 versus 24, 2-1.
And 24 over there on Dan's side. Like,
that's a disgusting score. Like, my god. It's so insane that like you can just play out of your mind, like smash your personal best, and just the other player still just has that slight edge over you. Everyone is just pushing each other. Honestly, in every poll we've seen, just players are pushing each other.
All right, friends, we have our tiebreaker.
Stay Gold by Yuta Imai.
Lots of gimmicks.
That's it, lots of gimmicks. Such a good gimmick chart, though. I don't know how you feel about it, Ari.
I am a Dave & Buster's player, so I don't feel much of any way about it because I can't play it.
Well. But we have a 16 perfect PFC from danooct1 and 25 from NOBARBEN. Absolute banger. Hopefully we can see more Yuta Imai and DDR.
That would be good.
It's always good to see, you know, we get new mixes and then we see new artists coming to, well, maybe not new to the Bimani scene, but
really, like,
artists getting their first few songs in DDR.
Yeah, he's been in 2DX pretty significantly for like a couple of mixes.
Right.
I feel like he's kind of becoming a big like staple of the scene, which is really cool
Yes,
to see.
for sure. So we're gonna see who's gonna break the tie here. Who's gonna be double dipping out of this match? These BPMs are so annoying to read. It's so hard to play this song enough that you can just turn your brain off with these little kind of stuttery sort of speed up but not really speed up gimmicks.
It's really cool. Like they started doing these a bit with Anti-Anthem, and it was pretty popular. So
Yeah, for sure. I think Anti-Anthem kind of paved the way for a lot of charts like this. But also, I mean, Chaos, Pluto, you know, gotta hand it off to the OGs. There's a lot of whoosh, a lot of stopping, a lot of slowdowns in the song. They're still within 1 EX. They're tied. They are tied going into the break here. This chart's nowhere near done. We still have about 200 steps left. And it's not gonna get any easier, chat. Here we go. We're gonna get some crossovers here. Into some false note crossovers right here. And Dan going for the double steps. Picking up a miss there. Ben looking to hold on to that combo. But Dan looking to hold on to that lead. It's super close. We'll see which player wants it more. 2EX. We're not going to see a tie, are we?
a tie on a tiebreaker.
No.
Would be wild.
All right,
Oh, there we
6EX. 6EX. danooct holds on to take the match. 33 in the miss versus 39 in a good. That's insane to just pull out in a tournament.
Wow.
That's like, oh my god. Wow. Wow. Remember when I said that over the period wasn't the only 19 we were going to have in this pool? It's coming.
Hope
Not
y'all
going to say
ready.
which one. Not going to say which one, but it's coming. So, players choosing violence first thing on a Sunday morning. There are two kinds of people, the people that go to church and the people that play 19s.
The third kind of people, the rest of us just kind of having
The rest of us just sitting here
happen.
like, oh, they are playing it
Okay.
first. They're,
Go right in. Rip that Band-Aid off.
okay, so,
Yeah, so we're probably seeing the outdated EMU score for B here.
probably. Yeah, 832 is looking like a pretty old score versus them. A what? No, oh, excuse me?
Who?
Sir. Buddy, a 958? We doing that?
Flipping to play.
Ooh.
I believe this was his pick too. So.
Yep, that was on Flip's card, and BB picked it.
Got the
So-
on the left. It looks like.
Yeah, I see a lot of players opting for left or right on this song. You know, it eliminates a lot of the crossovers. There's a lot of forced double stepping that it creates, but
Looks like these have.
right, yeah, B is gonna tap out on this. We'll see if Flip wants to. Okay, he's gonna walk off too.
I'm
And-
kind of wondering if there was some pad, like he was tapping at it a little bit with the foot.
Maybe. Well, we have everyone popping off on the right cab. We have the seating pool. Looks like it's probably starting off on the other side. And so we have some of our top 16 players for later. You know, giving people a taste of what's to come.
Rana,
So-
looks like Rana was flagging the text. I think they're going
Yeah.
to look at the pad.
So they're probably gonna end up playing that song again. I think earlier there might have been some mistakes too. We'll see though. I mean, they went to Come to Life. I'm not sure. One moment. Cam.
When you're flagging him,
What?
hear you when you're.
Okay, so we might be flagging down a text, but Flip is going to take that win for PARANOiA Revolution. So BB's going to be looking to take the set to 1-1 on Come to Life here. A much more consistent song though. I didn't get a chance to see what the PBs were, but I know both players are very capable of at least a high level AAA, if not PFC on this song. Some more misses on the BB's side. I don't know. That's looking pretty suspicious. Yeah, that is not looking good. We're gonna see if, you know, I'm sure Flip is enjoying the warm-up time here, but hopefully BB can stay in a good mood. You know, when you have these pad issues, it can be demoralizing a little bit to have to, you know, see yourself making these mistakes that maybe sometimes you're not sure if it's you or the pad, and then you have to sit down and you're not able to stay as warm. So it's very, very difficult.
Troubleshooting pad issues is just like stressful.
Yes. But meanwhile, we have Flip, you know, getting an insanely good warm-up. You know, possibly a PFC incoming. Yeah, limited. We have a tech on standby after this song. It's going to take a look at the pad.
Yeah.
We're going to let Flip finish up this full combo on Come to Life. And we're going to see what's going on with this left side here. You know, we definitely don't want these players, you know, struggling to, you know, just play the game.